Okay, Victor, here's a headline from the Daily Mail. The big echo lie. Solar panels release 5 times more carbon dioxide than previously thought, according to a new report that it omits emissions from China, which produces 80% of solar panels worldwide. China is known to use coal-burning plants in manufacturing, which has dropped the price of technology for Americans and other Western countries. They actually seem to end up being more costly to the environment.
Wow. You mean Mr. Dr. PhD of environmental science and Miss PhD of the Green New Deal and Mr. Al Gore and John Kerry forgot to tell us this little fact that 70 to 80% of the solar panels are produced by the burning of coal? I can conveniently left that out. The point is this, that what we see with leftist ideology, it's always based on the idea that they are so morally superior that they and they alone have the right to violate the law or violate their own canons. So what do I mean by this in this context? They told us that if you kill a bald eagle, you're going to go to jail. And I think you should. And if you hurt species, but if you build a solar zapper electric thing, or you build a windmill and it just harvests everything from red-tailed hawks to albatrosses, or you name the endangered species, they don't care. It's for the greater good. Or if you say that you can't disrupt scenic views, or you're going to take down Elon Musk's X, or you're going to take down Donald Trump's flag because each community has scenic considerations. They don't care if you build an ugly windmill right on a beach. They have no problem whatsoever. And they violate all of their own canons on the altar of green excuses any violations of our value system that we apply to you stupid people. And that's why it gets people really angry. And that's how they do it. They always justify the contradictions of their own ideology by the idea that it's for the greater good. Very Marxist idea. And this is what this whole solar panels thing. Oh yeah, we have to use coal, but it's for renewable energy. But it's for the greater good. It's for solar panel. It shouldn't matter. And that's what they do. And it's tragic. But everybody has to understand that leftist ideology, how they think. What we're doing right now, we're telling people in California that cooktop that's very efficient and is a great thing, you're going to have to get rid of it. And that right. Your famous pizza in New York, your open pit or whatever it is, you're going to have to get rid of it, that trademark. And you guys with those very efficient natural gas, clean burning hot water, you're going to have to get rid of it. And we're going to lie to you and say the electric replacement will be better and less costly.
Or even if you got rid of it, Victor, then you can't eat meat on it. They don't want you to eat meat anymore. Then you'll eat crickets or whatever the other.
And we're going to really fixate on the misdemeanor, because the existential felony, i.e., 2 to 3 new coal burning plants a month in China, we have no clue how in the hell we're going to deal with that. Right. Because they are now the biggest polluter and they don't care. So our attitude of John Kerry's is, hey, middle class, we know you're hurting, but you're going to hurt a lot more. Here's why you have to hurt. I can't deal with the Chinese. I don't want to deal with them. I like the Chinese, but they're polluting so much that we have to get the whole global levels down a little bit, and we can help them. We'll let them pollute, but we'll cut our emissions almost to zero net zero, but we're going to do it on your back because you're an American and you're the middle class and you're irredeemable, a dregs, a chump, a MAGA this, a semi-fascist that, a clinger this, and you're going to pay the price. And that's how they think. And that's why this election is so valuable. It's so important, because it's our last chance to put a check on all of this madness before it destroys us. And it's getting close to destroy us on every front. They have this idea, they really do. And you really can understand what they want. They want people in high rises, like a Soviet flat, with very minimal energy, with group activities outside supervised by suitably trained people. And then everybody's on a high-speed rail but it will be low speed. Mass transit run by union employees who have absolute life or death over your physical safety in that train. That's what they want. Government controlled, and then there's going to be necessary John Kerrys and Al Gores. And they're going to live in Malibu, and they're going to live in Beverly Hills and Pacific Palisades and Palos Verdes on 5 to 6 acre energy consumption mansions. And they're going to oversee this, just like they have a dock op in the Black Sea coast, just exactly like that under the old Soviet system. They really, historically, socialists, but especially Marxists and communists, they hate the upper middle class and the middle class. The middle class and the upper middle class, they lack what they think is the culture and the taste of the very wealthy, and they lack the romance of the distant poor. And they can't romanticize the middle class. This is the guy who works his rear end off, and then he gets his, Ram 1500, and he loads up his Winnebago, and he's got a couple of jet skis on the back, the trailer, and he goes up to the lake, gets his barbecue. He's king of the mountain.
He's a man. It threatens them on the manhood level, right?
Yeah, they don't like that. They say, you can't have that Winnebago. There's people who don't have a car. How dare you have that? That's a good energy. You're doing this. You're doing that. This is not necessary. That's how they think. And they're very dangerous, self-righteous people. They don't care about economic opportunity for the middle class. They're just global elitists. They're just ideologues, and they don't care about anybody but their own particular agenda, with them exempt.